Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very special video for you. It's going to be a review of two of Tatcha's skincare products. If you're not familiar with Tatcha, it's a high-end skincare brand that has been blowing up the internet and social media and has quickly become a cult favorite of many YouTubers and non-YouTubers alike, myself included. So the founder of the skincare brand Tatcha, her name's Victoria. I'm not sure how old she is right now, but in 2009 she was in her early 30s, and it's 2018 now, and she still looks to me to be about 25 years old. So whatever she's using, which I assume are her own products, clearly work as far as the anti-aging front. She's gorgeous, her skin's flawless. Speaking of flawless skin, mine is not so flawless today because I have been trying out a lot of products in order for review on this channel, and one of the ones that I tried a couple of days ago immediately broke me out. Like, I put it on at night before I went to bed and I woke up in the morning and it was bad. So I will be talking about that in my next video, so stay tuned next week to find out exactly what broke me out in probably a matter of hours. In 2009, she took this life-changing trip to Japan where she met what they call a modern-day geisha. And as you know, or don't know, geishas wear like layers and layers and layers of makeup. And so they obviously would probably have to have very good skincare. And from what she learned from these women, she created and formulated this brand Tatcha, which we're talking about today. So if you're interested in knowing how these two products worked for me, keep watching, and as always, if you like the video, hit like, please subscribe, and leave a comment letting me know what you think. Any feedback is really great. I'm always looking for ways to improve what I'm doing in order to get this information to you in the best way possible. I already have the Camellia Cleansing Oil, and I have the polished enzyme powder as well. But because Sephora had their rouge sale, I said, I think I'm pretty close to being out of these products. I don't really know, and that would be the one thing that I have an issue with the product. The one thing I have the issue with the product is that the packaging makes it very hard to tell in both when you're kind of running out, right? So hold it up to the light, I'm like looking, I'm shaking it, I'm listening, and I'm not really sure. Like, I know there's, okay, so I see now there's like this much left. Okay, so keep in mind there's this much left in the bottle. Okay, so that's a good amount. That's like almost half. I purchased this bottle on February 14th. So we are going on, it's April 21st today. We're going on 2 months of using this at least once a day. So now I'm using it twice a day, probably for the past 3 weeks. And I still have about half a bottle left. So to me, that's really good. And I know a lot of people have complained about the price point, but it lasts. So I also have the classic enzyme powder that I purchased on February 14th, that same day that I got the Camellia cleanser. And it's also really tough to tell how much is in here. Now that I am holding it up to the lights that I have set up, I can tell that there's about this much left. Okay, can you see? About that much left. I'm glad I purchased new ones because that way when these do run out, inevitably within probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks or maybe even a month, I will have the backups and they'll be ready because I don't ever want to be without either of these products. This is the box that the Camellia Cleansing Oil comes in. It's very beautiful. As you can see, it has not been opened yet because I'm still using my other one. So pull it out. And it's so cute and pretty, and I love this packaging. Anyways, let's go into first what a cleansing oil is. A lot of people, especially people who have oily skin, feel a little trigger shy about trying a cleansing oil, which I don't blame you, and that's exactly how I felt. My skin type is dry. Well, I guess my skin type's combination, right? Because I'm super dry everywhere except for, you know, my T-zone and around my chin. And who is walking up to my door? So I just had to answer my door because a man and a woman and their kid walked up to the door and asked me what I thought about the Bible and how I think I can live my best life. So awkward. And they literally pulled into my driveway. Like they're driving around the neighborhood. This is so strange. Anyways, so what is a cleansing oil? A lot of people, especially people who have oily skin, they don't feel like they should use a cleansing oil. They think it's for people who have dry skin. Personally, my skin type is combination. So it's dry pretty much everywhere, you know, my cheeks and my forehead. But it's super, super oily in my T-zone and my chin and jaw and, you know, typically the places where I break out. So I was using an oil-free cleanser before, and typically people who have oily parts of their skin think they should use an oil-free cleanser because you think it's going to suck up the oil. And that's great, but I was blown away by the fact that it wasn't sucking on my oil. It seemed like my oil production was not going down, it was getting worse. I was getting oilier or just not less oily in general. It's the best thing to put on your face to get rid of existing oil that you have on your skin is by using other oil. Because when you put the good oil on your skin, the good oil basically attaches and sucks up the bad oil, and then when you wash the good oil off of your face, it takes the bad oil with it. So that is why an oil cleanser is honestly the best thing to use for dry skin, for oily skin, for combination skin, because oil on your dry parts is going to moisturize you and put oil where you need it, and oil on your oily parts is going to basically cannibalize the oil in your skin and take it out. It is awesome. So the way you're going to apply the cleansing oil, in my opinion, has a two-pronged effect. Right, so first you're going to massage it into your skin. You're going to use dry hands and a dry face, and you're going to massage it into your skin. Personally, I always pre-cleanse before I use any cleanser, even an oil cleanser. This specific cleansing oil is supposedly touted for cutting through thick layers of makeup just like a geisha, and I've seen videos where people have a full face of makeup on and they just put this stuff right on, and it is really good at removing makeup. Personally, I don't use it that way. I would rather put the oil directly on my skin so that my skin's reaping the benefits and it doesn't have to cut through a million layers of makeup. So I always go in first with a micellar water and get all the makeup off my face, some left on my eyes or whatever, someplace. But I go in and I get most of the makeup off of my skin. Then I'm going to go in with the cleansing oil. I really want that oil to soak into my skin and not have to cut through layer and layer and layer of makeup in order to get to my skin, because I want my skin to reap all the benefits that we're going to talk about in a minute. So I'll get all the makeup off, and then you're going to take your dry hands, your dry face. I probably use 1 to 2 pumps depending. You would have to use more if you had a ton of makeup on, obviously, but I use 1 to 2 pumps depending on how I'm feeling, and then you're going to massage it into your skin. Sorry if that looks silly, but that is going to be the way you're going to massage it into your skin. One, it feels amazing when you're giving yourself a little massage on your face. It's really good for like reducing swelling around your eyes and anywhere that you really have it in your face, because you're moving the fluid around. You're not going to want to use a ton of pressure. Like, I think people always go in and they rub their faces so hard. It probably feels good, but you're going to want to be super gentle, like especially around your eyes. Be really gentle rubbing, rub out, rub in and around, and then you're going to want to go out and you're kind of going to want to push out. So you're pushing the fluid like back into your lymph system and recirculate it into your body and get it out of your face. So your face is going to look leaner and less puffy. The second benefit that giving yourself a face massage with this oil cleanser is going to have, massaging it into your skin, is actually pushing the cleansing oil into your skin, into your pores, and that's letting it attach, like we already talked about, to the dirt and the grime and the oil in your skin and pulling it out when you wash your skin off. So I went online and I looked up the ingredients, because obviously just sitting here and telling you it has a lot of great ingredients, that's not going to be enough. So let's go over those really quick. It says the Camellia oil is richer in oleic acid than olive oil and an excellent source of vitamin A, B, D, and E. That's a lot of vitamins, A, B, D, and E. And nourishing omega-3, 6, and 9. A lot of omegas. This featherweight botanical oil has been prized in Asia for centuries for its superb moisturizing and antioxidant activity. It apparently has a trio of Japanese anti-aging superfoods, green tea, rice, and algae, which helps to restore healthy looking, youthful radiance. It does. I mean, it absolutely does. So now we have a facial cleanser that's doing more than just cleaning your skin and stripping the oils out of your skin. It's cleaning your skin. It's pumping omegas and vitamins and antioxidants into your skin to protect it and keep it looking young and healthy and glowing. And it's actually teaching your skin or reteaching your skin to produce oil in a healthy and balanced way. And it's not telling your skin that you need to produce more oil like an oil-free cleanser would. It's telling your skin, we're good, we've got enough oil. Tatcha is one of those companies out there in the beauty world that are extremely philanthropic. They give back a lot. They do a lot with the community, and they're also cruelty-free. All of Tatcha's products are formulated without parabens or synthetic fragrances. So we're good there. We're, cruelty-free, no parabens, no synthetic fragrances. I mean, these are pure, really good products. You're not getting any fillers. You're not getting any parabens or silicones or perfumes. You're just getting a really awesome product on your skin that we already went over works and lasts. One more thing before we move on to the polished enzyme powder. The Tatcha cleansing oil, you would normally think that oil and water, they don't work well together, right? So you think oil fights water. Put oil in water, it separates. The water and the oil don't mix together. But actually, this is formulated so differently where when you put water on it, when you rinse it off your face, it forms a creamy, moisturizing texture. So it's really beautiful. So you're going to want to take it, like I said again, dry hands, dry face, massage it into your face. Oh, down your neck too. I always pull it down my neck, especially in the morning because it gives me a really nice sheen here, like on my collarbone. I don't know if you can you see? Oh, my hair's annoying me today. Do you ever have those days where your hair is just there's this hair out, it's sticking up, it's driving me insane. I got people coming to my door asking me how I feel about the Bible. My hair is not cooperating. My eye is watering right now. I have a huge pimple on my forehead because of this product that I tried. It's not starting out to be a good day, but I'm not going to let it get me down. It's 50-something degrees. It's beautiful. After I finish recording, I'm going to go get a Starbucks coffee. It's going to be a great day. So down your neck, and then you're going to want to rinse off with lukewarm water, never hot water. We've talked about in past videos, hot water is super bad for your skin. It's drying, it's damaging, it's irritating. So you always want to use lukewarm water and then pat your face dry with a soft towel. And immediately after you do that, even before you go in with the polished rice enzyme powder, you're going to notice how soft your skin is. And then after this next step, you're going to notice that it gets so much softer. So let's talk about powder now. So here's the Tatcha, the enzyme powder. It comes off like that, and you open it up like that, and then you're going to shake the powder into your hands. It's on my couch. Then after you shake the product into your hands, you want to make sure your hands are a little damp when you put the powder in, and then you're going to want to go ahead and put a little bit more water in and then rub it together and lather it up. And when you do that, it's going to form a foamy, creamy sort of cleanser, but what it really is an exfoliator. And then you'll take it and you'll rub it on your face. Avoid your sensitive eye area because this is an exfoliation product. It's a gentle exfoliator. It's not a physical exfoliator like you would see with microbeads or sugar scrubs or things like that, but it is still an exfoliator, and your eye area is very, very gentle. So just be careful there. I always try to keep my eyes open when I'm putting it on, just so I'm not tempted to kind of rub it all over and put it in my eyes. When you close your eyes, you just rub all over. So I rub it in my face and obviously down my neck as well. Always bring your products down your neck. Tatcha suggests starting off doing that for about 10 to 15 seconds because your skin does have to get used to it. It has a papaya enzyme in it, which is an AHA, which is a chemical exfoliant, and that's what exfoliates your skin in there. So, if you're not familiar with those or your skin's not used to them, start off doing it for about 10-15 seconds, and then you can slowly build up to doing it for about a minute. I think I do it for 45 seconds. After you rinse this off your face is gonna feel like a baby's butt. It's so soft and glowing and smooth, and it's the perfect precursor to makeup because it literally smooths your skin out to the point where your makeup's just gonna glide on beautifully. So let's talk a little bit about the ingredients in the powder. So it drives me crazy when I see these DIY things for like sugar scrubs or salt scrubs. I have nothing against do-it-yourself salt scrubs or sugar scrubs, but keep them below your neck, please. They're perfect for like your elbows or your knees or like these rough areas on your skin that are, you know, thicker. They're thicker. The skin on your face and your neck is thin. It can't take that harsh kind of exfoliation. I don't know why people think it's okay to do that. Please don't do that. This kind of exfoliator is way better for your face because it's sensitive and it's gentle and it's not going to damage the pores and the skin on your face, causing microabrasions by scrubbing it with like rocks. It's basically what you're doing to your skin. Salt granules and sugar granules, they're like rocks, just crushing your pores and causing so much problems that you can't even see because they're so small. So don't do that. Yes, make your sugar scrubs, make your salt scrubs. It's awesome, but keep them below the neck. Whatever you want to do below the neck, that's your business. So I'm looking on the website. I use the classic form, but they have 4 different forms for the polished rice enzyme powder. They have the classic, which is what I'm using, and it's the best for normal or combination dry skin, which is what I have. And then they have the deep, which is best for combination oily skin. And then they have gentle, and that's best for dry skin. And then they have indigo, which is best for sensitive skin. Honestly, I think the one I'm using would be fine for sensitive skin, but then my skin is also really already used to using skin acids, so I'm not the best one to judge that. If you do have sensitive skin, if you break out easily, if you get rashes or irritations to products, maybe try the indigo. And you can go to Sephora and they'll give you a sample if you want to try it first to make sure it doesn't cause any issues. So Tatcha's website does say that is my hair doing it again? I'm over it. I'm just gonna take this. Sorry guys. This is real life. Your hair gets in your way, you clip it back. So Tatcha's website does say that you can use the rice enzyme powder twice a day for exfoliation. I typically don't. I'm going to use it in the morning after I've gone in with my Camellia Cleansing Oil. And I like using it in the morning because, like I said, it's a great precursor to makeup. And at night, I am using so many like acids at night that I really think that I'm chemically exfoliating myself enough at night, and I don't really want to add to that because you can over exfoliate. And at night, if you're using like a glycolic acid toner, or you're using like a Luna oil with a retinol, or you're using anything else, just stick with once a day. So let's go over pricing. And I'm going to go over pricing when I talk about what I hear are negatives about this brand, because obviously price for a lot of people is a negative for this brand, and I'll address that. I looked through reviews on all different websites, like on Sephora's website, on Tatcha's website. One day I just want to do like a review call out and read these people's reviews out loud, and then just like, I don't know, I don't want to be mean, but like seriously, it sounds like you don't know what you're talking about. It drives me crazy. I cannot stand when people leave a review where it's clear they don't know what they're talking about, and they're leaving a bad review for a product that they didn't give a good chance to, that they didn't really understand how it worked or functioned, so they weren't able to get a good grasp on how it worked or functioned for them, and then they're going out there and they're leaving a negative review, like 1 star. It's never okay unless this product like burns your skin off and you're walking around with a skeleton face. It is never okay to leave a 1-star review, because it doesn't mean it sucks. It means it didn't work for you. So unless you have a skeleton face, at least give them 2 or 3 stars and give them the benefit of the doubt, please. Anyways, so the negatives that I'll address, for both the Camellia Cleansing Oil and the rice enzyme powder, people said they had a problem with the smell. They said the Camellia Cleansing Oil smelled like oil or perfumey or weird. They didn't really say what it was that bothered them. I personally love the smell of the Camellia Cleansing Oil. It almost like literally, it smells so good. I can't explain it. It's like, I don't know. So you know when you take like olive oil and you pour it on a plate, and then you put like rosemary and like sage and oregano in there, like that is what it smells like. And I know that sounds weird, but it smells like I'm putting olive oil on my face that has like rosemary in it, and it's fragrant, and it's delicious and it just feels good and it relaxes you. I don't know what it is, but the smell is amazing. And then they said the rice enzyme powder smelled like rice. What? The rice enzyme powder that's made with rice, it smells like rice? Yes, it smells like rice because there's rice in it. I think people are so accustomed to buying and using beauty products that are filled with artificial smells and perfumes and, just fake crap, that when they use a product that doesn't have fake crap in it and it smells like what the product's supposed to smell like, they can't handle it. This doesn't smell good. No, it smells real. It doesn't smell fake. It doesn't smell artificial. It's amazing. I mean, I do prefer the Camellia Cleansing Oil smell to the rice enzyme powder because it just smells like rice, but neither smells offensive. And it really lets me know that I'm putting something natural and pure on my skin, and I like that. So the price is also an issue for both products for people. The Camellia Cleansing Oil is $48, and I believe that is 5.1 ounces. That's not bad at all. And like we kind of already went over, I've had this since February 14th. I brought this on vacation with me when we went to Mexico. It turns, so it's not gonna come out. See, it's got a cap on it. It travels well. And I still have, almost half a bottle left. And I use it every day. So I guess it's a high price point for a cleanser. But when you're talking that it's probably gonna get me through almost 3 months, I don't think that's bad at all. The polished rice enzyme powder is gonna cost you $65 for 2.1 ounces. I guess, yes, that's expensive. It is expensive. It's worth it. It's going to last me 3 months. And you don't need a lot. Like, a little goes a long way. You don't need a lot. And it works so well. Like, if you want baby soft, beautiful, nourished skin, $65 is not that crazy. And if you divide the cost by 3 months, it's only like $20 a month. A bunch of the reviews I read on the Camellia Cleansing Oil said it stung their eyes. And to that I say to you, you're probably rubbing your eyes too hard. You should only be applying very light pressure on your eye area, right? In fact, even when I go in with an eye cream, I'm always going to use this little finger here because it's just going to apply less pressure, and I just dot it really easily. When you go in with the oil cleanser and you're rubbing your face, you rub it gently, and you don't need to be rubbing it into your eyes. It's going to dissolve the makeup just because it's oily. So just like place it on your eyes and let it sit there a little bit. You don't have to rub it in your eyes. I've never found that it stung my eyes, and I do rub my eyes with it, but I mean, enough people said that where I thought it was important to address it. Stop rubbing stuff into your eyes. If you put anything into your eyes besides water, it's gonna burn. In fact, I get micellar water in my eyes all the time, and I literally think that's why this eye is still like streaming and watering today, because I got it in my eye last night when I took off my makeup and it burned, and then I woke up with this watery eye today. So, whatever, like, your eyes are your eyes. If you put stuff in your eyes, it's gonna get irritated. Don't do it. So overall, that's it. We talked about how to use the product, how the product works for me, what the price and the amount of product that you get for the price is. And, we talked about some of the things that people have objected to or said they didn't like about the product. But overall, if you go online and look at reviews, you're seeing glowing reviews, and it works for most everybody. And I think it will work for you. It's beautiful. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you can go to Sephora and get samples of this if you want to just try it out. Don't feel ashamed. They get asked all the time. I know people are always saying to me, like, how do I ask for a sample at Sephora? I always feel embarrassed. I always feel ashamed. I feel like they're going to think I'm cheap. No, they don't. They think that you're a person who wants to know exactly what they're putting their money into before investing in it. And beauty products and skincare products especially are an investment in yourself and your skin, and they understand that you want to try them before making that leap. So they're fine. They get that all the time. Don't worry about it. And remember, Sephora also has a really good return policy. So if you try something at Sephora and you really don't like it, you can bring it back. They'll take care. You can exchange it. So I do suggest giving it a try. I'm going to go in with some close-ups now and show you how the packaging looks and all that fun stuff. Let's go. So as you can see, the product comes in these very pretty boxes, like a dark wood grain, an ebony wood grain almost. And when you open them up, you have inside a purple interior with a little gold tab that you can pull it out of, and unwrap it from there. It's very pretty purple and blues. Once you turn it around, there's going to be the product wrapped in like almost a rice paper, it looks like. And you pull that rice paper out and the product comes out. This is the polished rice enzyme powder. Everything is sealed. It's in a very beautiful, luxurious looking jar with gold writing on it. And inside there's a paper on that rice paper, and it's a message from Victoria, the founder of the product, basically telling you all about the brand. Taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left hand man. Once again, you have the beautiful purple and gold writing on the front. This is the Camellia One-Step Cleansing Oil. This also comes in the same ebony wood grain box. Once you open this up, it's going to be very similar. Once I get it open, with the gold tab and the product wrapped in the rice paper. The rice paper has the same message on it, telling you what's inside of it, how to use it. It's very helpful. Just slide that out. Once again, this bottle is also pretty much the same. A nice cream color on the bottle with the gold and purple emblem.